Chelsea fans, right? I have a question for you guys. After winning the Club World Cup and the Conference League for last season, was the expectation too much for Chelsea? Were Chelsea fans blind to the problems in this club or to the problems in this team due to the winning the Conference League or due to winning the Club World Cup? Because there is a lot of problem in this team. Too much problem in this team. First of all, before we start with Maresca, it was a very disastrous game today. It was a very sad loss today because you were leading 1 goal to no during the halftime against Brighton, only for you to get a silly red card and lose 3-1 at home against Brighton. Let's not forget, all right? After this game, there's Benfica coming in the Champions League. After Benfica, there's Liverpool coming in the Premier League. So he cannot see against Brentford. All right, Chelsea had an opportunity to win this game. They dropped against Manchester United because of the silly red card and the inexperience of this team, or the inexperience of the coach and these players. It cost Chelsea that game. And today again, the same thing is happening today. Now let's start with the players. Before we blame Maresca for everything, let's take a look at these players, because there's a whole lot of, both Maresca have blame here, both the players have blame here, both the owners have blame here. Now let's start with this team. The players are letting Maresca down every single week, and I will explain. The game against Brentford, Chelsea considered a late goal to draw that game. The players and the ways of defending cost Chelsea that game. The game against Bayern Munich, the own goal and the bad errors on defense cost Chelsea that game. All right, in Manchester United game, the red card and the inexperience of Chelsea getting a red card cost Chelsea that game. Yes, I understand. Maresca made some silly changes in that game. Today again, Chelsea were leading 1-0. All right, an inexperienced play and an inexperienced tackle from Chaluba cost Chelsea that game. Because how on earth would you concede, or would you probably get a red card in that match? This is the inexperience of the players, and I blame the owners, because trust me, you cannot know fully well that you have a problem in your defense, and you go into the summer transfer window and you start buying attackers, and you fail to look into the critical part of this team, which is the defense. You know that the defense have problems. Throughout last season, the Chelsea's defense was a mess, and you choose not to look at that defense. You went into the market buying attackers that couldn't start for Maresca at this point. So what is the essence of going into the summer transfer window to buy those players when you know quite all that you didn't even look at the fundamentals? You didn't look at the main point of buying those defenders. So are we going to blame Maresca over and over again? Because this guy called, this guy, he asked for defenders. This guy asked for players. This guy asked for real experienced defenders in the club, which he wasn't granted at some point. So before we blame Maresca, let's look at the owners and the players himself. Because what kind of silly mistakes are these players showing at Chelsea at this point? It's crazy. It's a very sad one for Chelsea, losing this game. Going one go ahead through an Enzo goal and conceding 3 goals in the second half after the silly red card. Now, shout out to Danny Welbeck, who got 2 goals. He has been scoring against Chelsea over and over again. This is not his first goals against Chelsea. Now for Maresca. Maresca have shown in inexperience. Maresca has shown that he cannot, or he is not able to handle a red card when Chelsea are being given a red card. Maresca has shown that he cannot handle a red card situation in Chelsea. Because yes, we understand. Forget the fact that he won the Club World Cup or he won the Conference League. Maresca is still inexperienced. Look at what happened against Manchester United. He has shown that he cannot handle red card situation. He made some crazy changes against Manchester United. Today again, he made some silly changes against Brighton. You got a red card. What is the reason of taking your 2 attacking players out, putting one defender and one defensive midfielder. In this game, see, Maresca has shown over and over again that, see, he has a long way to go in this coaching job. I'm not saying he's not a good coach. I'm saying he has a long way to go in this coaching job. Look at the coaches like Mourinho and Ancelotti and the rest. They know how to manage a red card situation. But Maresca has shown over and over again that he cannot manage red card situation. And that already brings out and shows his inexperience in the club and inexperience in coaching. Because what a disaster performance for Chelsea today. You managed to get a goal in the first half and conceding 3 goals in the second half. It's a crazy one for Chelsea. And it's a bad reputation for Maresca, a bad reputation for the team. Because Chelsea have not started this season well. And we have tough games coming up in the next couple of games. So what is the guarantee that Chelsea will do well in the Premier League this season? Chelsea drop point against Brighton, drop point against Manchester United, drop point against Brighton. Out of a possible 9 points, Chelsea got just 1 point out of a possible 9 points. Look at the distance between Chelsea and Liverpool right now on the table. Look at the distance. It's crazy. It's crazy at this point. Shout out to Jacobo Minte, who did so well for Brighton today. I think he was their best player in that team today. He performed very well, and it gave Cucurella and the Chelsea backline a serious headache in this game. In the second half, it was all over Reece James. Also, in the first half, it was all over Cucurella. I think he was their best player today, and also Danny Welbeck, who got 2 goals against Chelsea. Now, for some players and what we learned today, I think Estevao needs to improve on his finishing. He was doing this in Brazil before coming to the Premier League. He needs to improve. He has the good touches. He has, he can take on players and the rest, but he has to improve on his finishing skill. Most of the time he gets chances, but he couldn't bury. But he has to start, taking those shots, taking those chances, and he starts scoring. Like I said earlier, these players are letting Maresca down. Chelsea cannot continue having this kind of situation over and over again. It's a very sad one because this is not where Chelsea were supposed to be. Chelsea were supposed to ride on the victory of winning the Club World Cup. Chelsea were supposed to ride on the victory of winning the Conference League and making this new set of players coming into the club right now better than how last season is. It's just like Chelsea were better last season than this season. That is exactly what is going on right now. This is exactly what it is right now. It's a very, very sad one. It's a constant poor performance from Chelsea over and over again. Last week, it was Sanchez who got a red card. This week, it's Chalobah who got a red card. Next week, we don't know who's going to get the red card. So what kind of performance is this? The players are letting Maresca down. Maresca are letting the fans down. And the owners are letting the entire club down. Because of the way they go about their business. It's a very sad one. It's a very, very sad one. Inexperience cost Chelsea this game. Inexperience and the way Maresca changes actually worked. It is very, very sad one. It's a very, very sad one. I don't know. I can't remember when last Chelsea started a season this bad. I can't remember when last Chelsea started a season this in a disaster way like this, in a disastrous way like this. It's a very sad one for Chelsea. Chelsea were not supposed to lose this game. This game was that game Chelsea needed to bounce back. This game was that game Chelsea needed to show their worth. This game was that game Chelsea needed to get 3 points and do better next week against Liverpool and all of that. But trust me, Maresca and the players need to look themselves in shame and say what they've really done a very, very bad job in this season. It's a very, very sad one. I don't know, but it's a very, very sad one. I think the whole players, the defense, which they know, the players, Maresca know, the owners know from last season that the defense has been a very, very bad one. The defense have been Chelsea's weak points in the last couple of seasons. Still yet they fail to they fail to give attention to that defense, and it is very, very sad. It's a very, very sad one. Let me know what you think about this Chelsea's performance. Let me know what you think about the red card and the Chelsea defense indiscipline. the players, the Maresca, everything. Let me know what you think about that. Share your thoughts in the comment section. If you're new to this channel, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell. It's a very sad loss for Chelsea today, and I hope Chelsea bounce back as quick as possible, because this is not the best way to start the season. This is not the best way, to show your fans that you are improving and you are getting better. I just hope things change for Chelsea and things change for Maresca. But let me know what you think about this and share your thoughts in the comment section. I'll try to come your way again next time. And may your boy Mike way. Stay cool. Cheers.